told you, people don't ignore you for the reasons you think. You've probably blamed yourself. Maybe you thought, I'm not interesting enough, I'm not good looking enough, I'm not important enough. But here's the truth. The real reason people ignore you is not about your looks, your status, or even your words. It's about something deeper, something psychological that most people never see. And once you understand it, you'll never look at being ignored the same way again. Think about the last time you felt invisible. Maybe you sent a message and they never replied. Maybe you spoke up in a group and nobody listened. Maybe someone you care about treats you like you don't exist. That feeling cuts deep, doesn't it? It makes you question your worth. It makes you overthink every little detail. But here's why this topic matters. If you don't understand the psychology behind being ignored, you'll carry around unnecessary pain. You'll blame yourself for something that often has nothing to do with you. And worse, you'll keep repeating the same patterns that push people further away. So let's break this down. The real reason people ignore you is not what you think. There are hidden rules of human psychology at play. Let me show you 4 of them. First, people ignore what they take for granted. You probably know this feeling. At first, someone is excited about you. They love your presence. But over time, the excitement fades. Not because you changed, but because they got used to you. This is called habituation. The more available you are, the more predictable you become. And the more predictable you are, the less attention you get. Think about your phone's notification sound. The first time you hear it, you jump. But after hundreds of pings, you stop caring. People work the same way. If you're always available, always saying yes, always trying to please, people stop noticing. You blend into the background. That doesn't mean you're worthless. It means your value has been hidden by overexposure. Sometimes silence from others is just a sign that you've given too much of yourself without leaving room for mystery. Second, people ignore what triggers their own insecurity. This one is powerful. Sometimes when you shine too brightly, when you carry confidence, when you speak truths others don't want to face, people retreat. They avoid. They ignore. Not because you're weak, but because you remind them of what they're missing. Imagine you're in a room and you share a bold idea. Instead of engaging, others look away. It feels like rejection, but in reality, it's deflection. They're protecting their own ego by pretending you don't exist. Remember this. Sometimes being ignored is a compliment in disguise. It means you're shaking people at a level they can't handle. Third, people ignore you because they're drowning in themselves. We live in the noisiest era in human history. Everyone is overloaded. Messages, notifications, endless scrolling. When people don't reply, we often assume it's personal. But most of the time, it's not. They're not plotting against you. They're not secretly hating you. They're simply overwhelmed. People are more focused on their own battles than your existence. Think about it. You've ignored messages too, not because you dislike the person, but because life got in the way. So the next time someone goes silent, remember, it's not always about you. It might just be that their world is too heavy for them to hold space for anyone else. Fourth, people ignore what they don't value in themselves. This one stings, but it's true. We teach people how to treat us by the way we treat ourselves. If you constantly downplay your worth, apologize for existing, or chase after attention, you send a signal, my presence is optional, and people believe that. Think of a leader who walks into a room. Even before speaking, their energy demands attention. Now compare that to someone who slouches in, avoiding eye contact, speaking softly, apologizing for everything. Who do you notice? The difference is not status or money, it's self-respect. When you carry yourself with dignity, others mirror it. When you shrink yourself, others ignore you. Not because they want to, but because you've told them you don't deserve their focus. So what's the takeaway here? Being ignored hurts, but it's not the full story. Sometimes people ignore you because you've made yourself too available. Sometimes it's because your presence threatens their insecurities. Sometimes it's because they're lost in their own problems. And sometimes it's because you've unconsciously trained them to undervalue you. But in all of these, there's one common thread. You are not powerless. You have the ability to shift the way you show up. You can set boundaries, you can hold back some of your energy, you can respect yourself first. And when you do, people will notice. So, here's my challenge for you. The next time you feel ignored, stop asking, "What's wrong with me?" and start asking, "What does this situation reveal about them and about the way I carry myself?" That small shift will change everything. If this message hit you hard, don't just keep it inside. Share your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear your story. And if you want more insights like this, hit that like button and subscribe. Because the truth is, the more you understand psychology, the less power other people's silence has over you. Now tell me, when was the last time you felt ignored, and what did it teach you?